Here we go. Wide eight.
Check, 59. I got it. Hey, watch it.
26.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Here we go. We're going to 53. Hey, kill. 26.
To throw is Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Check. We go 47. Check. We go going to 54. Wide eight. 26.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Ready? 54, right there. 54 miles. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here's Mostert. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
It looks like he's going to be stopped short of the 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowski to punt the football. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
Check your hot read. Then we're going to 53. 26. Here we go, 46.
Check.
26.
2nd and 5 now. Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Hey, 47.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight weapon. Check 43.
Check. Crunch.
A first down carry by Elliott. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now this throw caught left side. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time. They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Escaping the pressure right. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones.
Let's go, baby.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play there for the Niners. 53 yards. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. The throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson to the end zone, but it's incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? You made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Let's see what you got. Watch the twist. Whip. Watch the whip.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
This is Mostert, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
2nd and 6 at the 13-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Man.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
Here go 46.
56. 56. 56.
26.
Prescott from the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
They're in the second quarter at Heinz Field. And very little issue in that one for the Redskins, opening their lead a bit further. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. That's just why I don't play in points per reception fantasy leagues.
Is that what they call
the receiver
PPR?
still gets a point there. Yeah. And you went that far back. No bueno.
Well, I'll tell you what. I wish I had their defense on my fantasy game.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson is going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
The Niners on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, Jackson. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. Mostert. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Mostert. And they'll get this down to the 10. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7.
Makes the score Niners 10, Cowboys 7. Robbie Gould set to
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
at their own 27-yard line.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Here we go.
47.
Now Prescott. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 40-yard.
So after a good run by Zeke, another first and 10.
We're going to 54. We're going to 53.
Prescott to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Intended that time for Cooper. That'll bring up second down. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, kill. Then we're going to 53.
Here's Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Cooper again the target, and it's third down. Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Final play of the half. Prescott. Cooper's got it. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On second down, McKinnon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
Brings up second and 4 at the 44-yard line.
The last run got 6, now second and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, McKinnon trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Randy Gregory able to record his 5th sack of the season. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Watch the slip. Watch the slip. Back 55. Back 55. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Fix it. Back 55. Back 55. Silver. Silver.
On third down, Jackson. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 26.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
Brings up second down at the Cowboys' 18-yard line.
They run once more with McKinnon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. They get 8 yards back there, and they could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in pre.
And it's complete in the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Julio Jones, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now Elliott, and he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
We're going to 54. Why? We're going to 54. Going to 54. Why?
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Hey, watch the slant.
26.
Looking to throw. Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
56. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son.
26.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott. Gets through, and now an opening. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big run that time by Elliott. 43 yards on the ground. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll try the left side. Moss. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A little bit of daylight on that 1st down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Defense, let's go. Wait. Check.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
You think you're going to get this? 55, Mike, guys, 55. You must be dreaming. Shut up.
To throw is Jackson, operating from the gun. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 17-yard line.
Then we're going to 53.
Mike's 56.
26.
Again, it's Elliott. And an alley to run. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
At the 34-yard line.
Hey, kill.
Watch.
Then we're going to 53.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
54, going to 54. Line in.
Jim.
47.
36.
26.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Elliott running right. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Back to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Record.
We'll go 47.
That's fine. Check 37.
26.
Joker. Watch the edge.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll run it with Elliott. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he gets it down to the 32. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. 50.
Go to 54, go to 54, line 8. Go to 54, go to 54, line 8. Go to 53.
He's checking.
There you go.
He's checking.
26.
Back to throw. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. Prescott now, 8 of 17 so far, under 50%.
Here we go, 46.
From the red zone now, Prescott sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Come on, the ball. Check 15. Check 15.
We're going to 54, 126.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Kill. Here we go.
They're going to need some therapy after this. 49. Check 49. Check 49.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
We're going to 54, line 8. 26. And 47.
Hey, check 24.
26.
Check 3. Shit. Watch the
26.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott finding the end zone on the game's final play. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. The extra point is good, and on the final play of the game, they walk away with a victory. Well, that was a fun game to win.
You already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch and you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, I never switch, I never switch.